What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I am JC. I'm doing a second video on the Rugby Rivalry series. Okay, Th- this one's also not the All Blacks and Springboks. That one I will touch on a bit later. Every rugby fan knows about that rivalry, which is why I'm not touching on that one just yet. I'm doing this one on the British Low Cup with the All Blacks facing Australia. Now, this is actually a pretty one-sided rivalry, but it is the most played fixture in the history of rugby, with 179 tests between these two sides. The All Blacks dominating this at the moment with 126 wins to Australia's 45 and with 8 draws. Now, to put into consideration, South Africa and the All Blacks have competed in 108 matches, and South Africa are just 3 wins away from equaling Australia's 45 wins. Okay, that is how one-sided this is. Out of that 179 matches that have been played, 90 of them were played in Australia, 83 in New Zealand, and 6 at neutral venues. The very first test, which wasn't a Bledisloe Cup test, by the way, the Bledisloe Cup has only been contested since 1932, where the first test between these two teams was contested in 1903 in a wonderful stadium, at the wonderful rugby city of Sydney, Australia. Now, Sydney, the reason why I say it's wonderful, look, I don't think the Allianz Stadium existed at that time, or New South Wales Waratah Stadium existed at that time, but Canberra and Sydney, I always get excited when rugby is being played there, and I'm a South African. Okay, that match was won 22-3 by the All Blacks. Right, now let's go into a bit of stats and facts. Okay, look, I will go into more details with these and do more research with these rivalries and do another series based on it. But statistically, this is most probably the weirdest rivalry in rugby as well, with how one-sided it is and yet how personal it is. How does this rivalry differ from Springbok All Black perspective? Firstly, people see the All Black, the country New Zealand, as a little brother to Australia, whereas in rugby, that is not the case. Okay? Whereas the Springbok New Zealand rivalry is because those two sides are most consistently number one in the world, and there's controversy with the apartheid laws and stuff like that. This rivalry also goes to a more personal level, as the Springbok All Black rivalry is out of respect. Okay. The widest win between these two sides. Okay, let's first go into Bledisloe history. The first Bledisloe Cup test was played in the year 1932. The All Blacks have won every Bledisloe Cup since 2002 up until now. Since then, they still yet to lose the Bledisloe Cup. Now, please note, even if there's a draw, obviously the team that won the last decider keeps the cup, which is the Australians haven't had more than haven't had more than one win in a row over the New Zealanders since year 2002 to 2002. That is still in George Gregan days. The longest streak is 10 matches held by the All Blacks, and the current streak is, funny enough, 9 matches. They are 2 wins away. So if they walk away without a loss this year's Rugby Championship against the Wallabies, they break that record. Home and away records. Now, home and away is, how do I put this? Home and away records is your widest margins by each side at home and away. And within that, I am going to mention that the widest winning score the All Blacks have is 43-5, and that was an away match. And that is the record so far. That is a 38-point margin that the All Blacks scored over the Wallabies in an away effort. Now let's go to the home records. Australia's biggest home win over the All Blacks is 21 points margin. Okay, that is the All Blacks' second largest margin, and that happened on more than one occasion. The All Blacks' biggest home win over the Wallabies is 37. People brag about beating the Kiwis by 21 or 28 points. We shouldn't talk. The Springboks have lost 57-0. That is just something that we need to put into perspective. As well, the All Blacks also boast the mere fact that they haven't been ranked below number 3 in the world, and those Wallabies have never been ranked above number 2 in the world. Just to put that out there, how one-sided this rivalry is. Right? We also need to look at the bigger picture that the Wallabies biggest away win is only a 15-point margin win, whereas the All Blacks' biggest away win is the record 43-5 win, 38-point margin. Now, people like us, I'm a Safa, South African, we're boasting about a 4-match winning streak of the All Blacks. Wallabies boast, they had a 3-match winning streak of the All Blacks between 2000 and 2002. The All Blacks held, at a point, an 8-match winning streak over South Africans. And they currently boast a 9-match winning streak of the All Blacks, over the Wallabies. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And also, why I talk about this rivalry, chose this one as the second video, because is this actually a rivalry anymore? Let me know what you think in the comment section, and correct me on statistics if I made mistakes. Thank you guys. Cheers.